Over the years, the role and effect of a sketchbook have been downplayed as many HTCG creators lean towards making everything digital. And while this is cool, I believe it has weakened some of the run for fun that comes with hand-drawn TCG. My name is Deckout, and in this video I'll be sharing a personal experience on how my sketchbook boosted my creativity when building my own hand-drawn TCG. If you are someone who's creating a TCG or any card game, or you are thinking about it, trust me, this video is definitely for you. Some few experiences that I had was that my creativity increased, and one of the biggest reasons a sketchbook is so important is because it unlocks your creativity in a way that digital tools can't. When I open my sketchbook, I don't feel pressure to make something perfect. I just let the pencil move. Sometimes it may be a rough art, sometimes just a creature idea written down with no art. But those creature or those rough sketches often turn out to be the best card later on as I redraw them. Ideas flow way more easier on pen than on digital tools. So, while I was making a TCG last week, I did catch myself sometimes overthinking about the perfect line or sometimes wasting so much time adjusting shapes. But with a sketchbook, it's quick and it might be a bit messy, but that energy makes your design feel alive. Some of my favorite creatures from the Mad Chaos TCG came straight from 5 minutes doodle session. What started as a random shape, sometimes rough sketch, ended up being a fully developed creature for the Mad Chaos TCG game. Another experience I had was growth. When I flip back to my old sketches, I can literally see how my art and design style have changed over time. It's motivating, it shows me that I'm improving, even if it's slow, and that pushed me to keep going. The whole concept about TCG is world building, and having pages filled with creatures, concepts, symbols, and even card borders that don't even make it to my first set, instead of being wasted, are being stored safely in a sketchbook. Later, I can revisit them and use them as expansion or side ideas. So it's like having a creative vault where you can save or store a lot of your ideas. And one experience that I had that did like so much was that I felt no pressure because your sketchbook is like an experiment ground where you can freely experiment without the presence of deleting or undoing. Digital tools make it easy to erase everything and start all over, but sometimes those little mistakes leads to the most interesting design. I've had creatures where I didn't mess up their proportion or maybe added a few little lines, but instead of fixing, I leaned into it, and those mistakes ended up creating something unique and something that I would have never designed if I was being too careful. Do not be afraid to play around with your sketchbook. Some of your best and some of my most chaotic uh, ideas came from something unserious. And don't even stress yourself about getting a professional sketchbook. You can get literally a notebook or something plain where you can easily draw and see your art. Like me right now, I'm using one of my notebook I used back in uni. It doesn't have to be a professional book. You just get a normal book and draw your ideas. And lastly, an experience that I had that I did like was unique. Yeah, was a unique identity because my sketchbook helped me shape my unique identity in a world where there's a lot of TCG that looks digital and polished. Your hand-drawn cards can stand out, and people will recognize your style and connect with it because it feels personal, and that's something that I like, and that's something that no one else can copy perfectly. For me, it's one of the biggest joy knowing that my hand-drawn TCG feels like mine and nobody else. So do not underestimate the power of a sketchbook. It's not just a paper, it's a creative vault. Like I said, it's where you can go back and retrace your step, retrace creatures that you have drawn before, and like it's an amazing thing to have. And that's all I can say. And if you are building a TCG, make sure you do grab a sketchbook or a notebook and just let your ideas flow. Trust me, there will be a huge difference because I did experience one too for myself. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more TCG tips and some behind the scene of how I create cards and stuff like that. This is Deckout, and I'll see you in the next one.